It's a text we all know, especially those of us who have been in church all our lives. And I've heard preachers roar from this text. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come to him and dine with him and he with me. If you've ever witnessed open air crusades or street evangelisms, this is one of the texts that people will often use. So imagine my surprise when I discovered that this text was not actually written to people in the world, quote and unquote. It can be used for that, but it wasn't written to people that you think is written to. You see, in the book of Revelations, there was a letter to 7 churches. How many of you know that? Now, this was Jesus talking to one of the churches. Imagine, listen, it radically changes your perspective of this text when you realize that Jesus was actually talking to a church. Imagine Jesus talking to a church and saying, I'm standing at the door. Listen, you are in there having your cute services and I'm outside. So it means it's possible to have church without Jesus, form without substance, activity without the Spirit, having the form of godliness but denying the power thereof. He's talking to the church at Laodicea. You still sprinkle the name of Jesus here and there, but Jesus is outside and Jesus is knocking. I see you are having fun. Well, if you're interested, I can come in. Only if you're interested. Jesus is outside the church, knocking. Many people in the church are convinced that they are doing church and they are serving Christ, but Christ is not there. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because a lot of people have been so inoculated, they are not sensitive. They cannot tell when Jesus is absent. Jesus was talking to a church. I stand at the door and knock. If you will be kind enough to open. Discernment is not as common as you think it is. Not many people know how to discern when God is absent. We like activity, but many times it's not marked by activity. There can be an earthquake and God is not in the earthquake. There can be a fire and God is not in the fire. Many times it's in the still, small voice, the stillness. God is not always in the place people think is happening. It's not by that. It's not by that. It's not by that. It's not by that.